Late good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Brian Bridges Show. Welcome to the Brian Bridges Show, y'all. Hosted by Christ Game Media News. Come on in for a brief moment, y'all. Got a very crazy case, might I say. Sad and so many other things, you all, about this particular case because this was a particular case about Leanna Willis, you all. Now, Leanna Willis was a 13-year-old girl who was abducted, might I say, kidnapped, could have been a victim of child human trafficking, you all. This case is a young lady where she happened to be online and she is a 13-year-old child, happened to be online and meeting other guys that's adults, you all. So, again, this was a very sad case because, someone met her online and kind of took advantage of her, you all. So, tonight I want to talk about the importance of keeping our children safe, you all, keeping them safe from these online predators and people that can actually manipulate their minds on these particular platforms, you all. Now, coming up when I was a child, all we had was Atari and Nintendo, you all. Tecmo Bowl had just came out, so we used to kind of play these particular sports games, so forth and so on. But now, in this day and time, you all, the internet plays a big role in our children's lives, and a lot of times we are not in the right place at the right time to actually see everything that they are doing in their own privacy, in their own rooms. So forth and so on, you all. And this is where we have to be parents to be nosy, might I say, to be, prying into their, devices and things of this nature, into their computers, kind of trying to keep up with the things that are currently going on in this day and time, you all. Again, this was a very crazy case, might I say, because they found the girl in which the Equal Search man, he said that it was a very slim chance that they would ever find this girl again. He had begun to lose hope, might I say, in finding this young lady. Like I say, it's a very sad case and something we all need to be paying attention to again. And these devices that we allow our children to have. So tonight I did add in the link, you all. I'm going to be adding three ways to recognize an online predator. It will be added in the link below in the description area, you all. And I think I can read a few things or a few main topics on this particular case. But if you are joining me for the first time, thank you for coming in. I appreciate your time and you watching and participating in this video. If you will, please, you can also hit the like button and get you some notifications. Subscribe to the channel. It is free. For you all to follow along and grow with me as well, you all. But if you join me again for the first time, if you know, we always kind of read the news article in which we can better understand these different situations, and I do play the news clip as well, you all. So again, this 13-year-old girl, you all. So, copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC, Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit education and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. You all tips to balance in favor of fair use. So again, this was a case about a little girl out of Hitchcock, Texas, and that is the Galveston area. And shout out to everybody in Galveston, the great state of Texas, you all. So this is a very big place, and man, we have to do more and coming together, and it's being open-minded neighbors where we can help each other and assist when things like this here happen, you all. Because again, the most saddest thing that they still have not release this man's name, and this is one thing that's very concerning to me because we don't know if he locked up or not, or if they then took him down there and then let him go again. We don't know if he gonna disappear or what's gonna actually happen to this man at this point, you all. But he should definitely be locked up. He should definitely be exposed. I mean, so the public people can know how to protect their people and loved ones and things of this nature. You all, again, we don't know if the man gonna disappear, if he was a senator, if he was a mayor or something like this. We don't know who exactly this particular man is, you all. But from such reports, they said they believed that he was a black man, you all. So again, we have a case that I also was able to get out about another little young 14-year-old who was missing on the last day of school, and she was found at least an hour away from my home, you all. But this little girl from Hitchcock actually was found in Kansas City, Missouri, you all. So this man drove 12 hours one way and 12 hours back. Would be the time frame and the hours that it would take for any person to drive this far, you all. So again, this was a very sad situation. It said 13-year-old girl Hitchcock from Hitchcock is back home after disappearing. But what about the man found with her? And this is something that we all would like to know. And even news people, this because this is a news article. You all. So it says Galveston County, Texas. The missing Hitchcock girl who promoted an Amber Alert and was later found in a different state reunited with her family on Friday, you all. So again, it said Hitchcock police said that the 13-year-old uh, family reported she was last seen Friday, June the 9th. Surveillance video showed her getting into a silver four-door Toyota Camry with an unknown black man, you all. Again, it says the family conducted their own search on Monday when they had not seen her and eventually contacted the police on Tuesday, you all. So again, she was missing on Friday. Her family didn't really get um, upset, didn't really get suspicious about these actions until Monday, you all. So again, now we know this 13-year-old girl was getting out with some of her friends. I guess she was gaining some trust with her parents, you all, because for some kind of reason or another, it was okay for her to be gone from Friday to Monday, you all. So, and this is one thing that's concerning to me for a 13-year-old child to just be able to leave with her friends and or someone you think you may be trusting these people by letting them go and stay over the weekend, you all. But again, on Monday, they became very suspicious of what was going on, you all. So again, they said, let me find out my place. You all, excuse me. Okay, it say at Houston, regional amber alert was issued on Wednesday, and at a statewide alert was issued the next day. You all, it said on Thursday, authorities announced that the teen was found nearly 800 miles away in Kansas City, Missouri. You all, so again, that was a blessing all in itself, man, because again, her being so far away, I mean, anything could happen to her. He could have dumped off on any one of them highways going that way. Again, that was he went north, 12 hour ride. This is one way. So again, this was a very sad situation for this girl because she didn't have no money or no finance to get away or, or to make it back home. We don't know what kind of situation or how this man had actually taken advantage of her, y'all. I mean, because of her age, they didn't really get off into some of these particular points that we should know, you all. So again, eventually we'll know some of these things, but again, it was 800 miles. So let me finish. Kansas City, Missouri, and an apartment complex. Kansas City police and the FBI joined this rescue the team, you all. So again, the FBI is out there and they may be picking up federal charges, being that she was transferred over from state to state to state, you all. So this is one of the reasons that the feds did come in, and one of the reasons why they are not releasing his name at this particular point in time. But why protect this man? This is something that's very baffling to me now, you all, because again, we need to know that he is locked up and off the streets, that he can't get nobody else children, one of the other neighbor's kids or something of this nature, you all. And it could be any one of our daughters, nieces, grandbabies or anything out here, you all. So this is something that's a high concern with myself. In fact, we need to call them people and ask them what's up and kind of pressure them to do their job. So I said to one of the detectives yesterday, it's going to be a miracle if we get her back alive. Tim Miller, the Echo Search, said, you all. So Tim Miller, Mr. Tim Miller is, I believe, to be the founder of the Echo Search team, you all. He is the elderly that kind of leads this charge in a great way and manner, might I say, you all. Again, some good people to have around if somebody come up missing, you all. So it said again, with the internet and all these different apps and the predators out there, it's just a perfect storm for something terrible to happen. So even the Echo Search man, he is aware of these kind of things and the situations like this. And once these girls are abducted or taken away, like I said, a lot of times they never come home, So this was a blessing all in itself. And thankful that the police department and the FBI did not give up the search, you all. So again, with the Echo Search man actually saying what he says, they had begun to, I'm pretty sure, lose confidence and may had called off the search, you all, but good thing they kept going. It said yesterday, I wasn't feeling comfortable that she was going to come back alive or was ever going to find her, you all. It said police said she was with a man who is not related but did not release any additional information about him, you all. So again, this is my main concern, is actually knowing this man. They do put these different predators on these sex offender lists where you can look up locally for your particular neighborhood and find all the sex offenders that's actually in your community or in the community over or in the community that live around these different school areas and things of this nature, you all. So it's very important to kind of look on these particular sites every now and then. And you never know who you may see. It said Hitchcock police said they were unaware if the man was in custody. And this is something crazy. This is the police department. Y'all the Hitchcock Police Department. Everybody pretty much collaborated on this. Again, the FBI came in. A Houston team came in. The Houston FBI and the Kansas City FBI, you all. So they was able to collaborate to make some additional moves, you all. So it said Missouri and the FBI to determine what the charges this man will be facing. So the Missouri police and the FBI is collaborating to kind of see what kind of charges this man is going to be filed with. But again, today is Tuesday, y'all, and they ain't filed on the man yet, or at least released his name or none of this yet. You also maybe it'll happen tomorrow, or within the next few hours. They need to let us know something soon, ASAP or dapper. You all. So again, it said his. Oh, I did say that part. You also, if it is possible, he could face federal charges, but unclear if he will be charged in Galveston County. Yeah, he should be charged in Galveston County. Also, I mean, he needs to be charged everywhere he crossed over through. If you ask me, especially in Galveston County, because this is where the incident occurred at. This is where he picked her up from, and they should charge him over there too. I mean, bam. I guess it would be double jeopardy for people who actually know the law, but this is the way it go. From state to state, they can hit him in each state. That they crossed these particular lines. You all. It said during the investigation, Hitchcock police Captain Jeff Evans said that they learned the 13-year-old would chat on the with adult men online through various platforms and believe her disappearance might be connected to online solicitation. You all. So again, this is how this little girl got caught in this situation. This is how she ended up being manipulated to trust somebody enough to hop in a car, somebody that she never met before, and just burn off down the street. This is a very frightening thing for any parent. You all, let's known. When her dad did find out about it, they had taken her phone. You all, just like. Any parent should do. We want to trust them. We want to give them a certain amount of room. We want them to have the things that they peers have and things of this nature. Then we also have to be mindful of the things that actually occur when we do this, you all. So this is the most important thing about this particular uh, uh, podcast, you all, about this particular show, that we are more aware of the actions of our children. Because again, um, this father was he was involved. He was worried. He did again once he found out that she was communicating with men online. Then he had started taking these devices, you all, again. And this is something that I advise any father to do. I'm pretty sure any father would, because we are the ones that actually don't want them to have these type of things, until they get of age of understanding, until they are mature enough to make the right decisions, you all. So again, it said the various platforms and believed that her disappearance might be connected to online solicitation. Her family said that she had left with men she met online in the past, you all. So again, this is another thing, she had done this before. Again, I'm pretty sure that by the time these people finish with her, because she is going to get some additional counseling from the state. These detectives are going to be coming over with certain counselors and asking certain questions, you all. And again, they are going to teach her about her actions, and so that way she can make better decisions in the future, you all. So it say police do believe that the man was found with is someone she met online. They were waiting with forensic evidences from the devices found with the team and with the man, you all. So again, everything that was in that area, they took any kind of devices, so they can kind of see if he actually doing this to some other girls, you all. I'm pretty sure this was not the first child that he had abducted, you all. Again, some of these people can be some very sick-minded people, again. and it could possibly lead to murder because these people don't want to be captured. They don't want to be exposed. You also, the safest thing that they can possibly think of to do is to eliminate the scene. Sometimes again kill these girls. Sometimes sell them and different things of this nature. You all to cover their tracks, all to keep people from finding out what kind of people they are. Getting rid of evidence. The things that they had actually done in the most profound way. You all. So again, this is something we need to pay attention to. It said they are waiting for forensic files. I did say that they will also work to determine if she knew the man was an adult prior to meeting him. I'm pretty sure she did. She may not known his real age, but I'm pretty sure that she did know that this man was a man, and I'm more than sure that that man know that that girl was a child. Things of this nature. You also, again, this is crazy that they did not reveal this man. It said it is believed the man picked her up at her home in Hitchcock and drove her to Kansas City. You all. So again, it said ABC 13 is no longer showing this girl face since she could be a victim of sex crimes. You all. So again, I do have a news clip of when they actually when she actually did arrive home. You all. So I can share that with you all. And also, it will be I will put it in the bottom.
The center of a statewide Amber Alert is back with her family tonight. Police found her in an apartment with an adult male who is not part of her family in Kansas City, Missouri last night. They're calling this an online solicitation case. And reporter Micah Hatfield just heard from investigators and joins us live.
Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. This 13-year-old girl is back here in Hitchcock now. She's back with her family. And the question on everyone's mind is, what's happened to the man that she was found with? Hitchcock police said they didn't know that part of the investigation is being handled by police in Kansas City, Missouri. We've reached out to them and are waiting to hear back. They did tell us that there are going to be meetings this week with the U.S. Attorney's Office as well as police in Kansas City to determine what sort of charges that man will be facing. This is the moment that the 13-year-old girl arrived back here at the Hitchcock Police Department and reunited with her family this afternoon, hiding her face from the cameras. Early on, investigators say they learned that this 13-year-old had been known to speak with older men online. Her family tells us she had left with them a few times in the past. That element was crucial for investigators, who then began looking at the people she had been speaking with online, ultimately leading Kansas City PD and the FBI to the apartment in Missouri, where she was found with one of those men last night. There's a lot left in this investigation, according to Hitchcock police, determining if she knew the man was older, waiting on forensic evidence from the devices that the teen girl and the man were using, and also, of course, determining those charges. For now, those involved in the investigation are just relieved that she's home.
I think I said to one of the detectives yesterday, it's going to be a miracle if we get her back alive. Again, with the internet and all these different apps and the predators out there, it's just a perfect storm for something terrible to happen. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling comfortable that she was going to come back alive, or if we was ever going to find her.
And when the girl was found, Hitchcock police say that she was relieved. They say that she said she missed her family and that she was ready to go home. She was taken to the hospital for testing and then flown back here to Hitchcock on a private jet today.
And they flew her home. You all. So again, that was a sad situation for any of you young girls out there y'all happen to see this, you have plenty of time to grow up. You don't need no man like that. This is not the thing. Sex and things of this nature is not something that you should actually be thinking about you all at this moment in time. You know, again, I do will be adding. Uh, I will be adding a link to 3 ways to recognize online predators, you all, because one of the most things that was noticeable to me is their mood swings, you all. Them particularly getting depressed for no reason, being sad because they are too young to be sad. But if you notice one thing about children, they love their friends, when they growing up, they thinking the more friends they have, the better off they are, or the more happy they is. But when they lose a friend, they always seem to be sad, you all. So this is something that if an adult is actually manipulating a child and they are afraid of losing that friendship, that will put them in a sad situation. That will make them very sad to actually think that they are losing somebody that was never their friend in the first place, you all. So again, this is something that we should pay attention to. And I do have a short slide at the end of this video where if you know anybody that's being sex trafficked or something of this nature, and if you are 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, kind of pay attention to your friends, kind of find out the things and situations that they may be in, who they are actually talking to online, because you may be saving the life of one of your friends, or one of your nieces, nephews, or anybody. You also be kind of engaged, ask them questions, different questions and things of this nature. You all always pay attention to them devices, might I say. I hope everyone was able to kind of understand what this was about, and I hope and pray that this message will reach everybody that needs to reach you all. God for Christ gang. Peace. Many blessings, y'all. Pay attention. Later. Peace.